Item 4.3, present a commendation to Margo Holmes for her inclusion and language learning advocacy. So I have a plaque right here I'd like to read. I'm going to ask you all to come up, if you would, to the front. So one of my favorite things to get to do is to recognize people that have gone above and beyond what we expect out of folks. What's interesting about Enid is we could do this every single commission meeting because we have so many people that do that. And we're very, very fortunate. We're very fortunate to have you in our library system. And what I'd like to do, Terry, is let you talk just a little bit, and then I'm going to read this commendation, and then Margo will turn it over to you if you want to say something.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Mayor Mason. One of my favorite things is to recognize the staff at the library who do amazing things continuously. Margo is a wonderful, wonderful programmer. She puts on many different types of programs for adults in our community, adults of all ages. And she's also a fierce advocate for our community. And this specific commendation is because she advocated with a language learning platform to make English language learning for Marshallese speakers, and then they are working on Marshallese language learning for the rest of us who would like to be able to communicate better. And she advocated so consistently for so long that when Transparent Language Learning brought that to us, they specifically mentioned her by name to everybody who uses transparent language. So not only was Margo named specifically, our library was named specifically within the library community and the community of people who are interested in continuing to learn. And so that looks really, really good for our library and for the city of Enid. And so I think she deserves special commendation for that.
Absolutely. So I'd like to read this, Margo, if I could, and then I'm going to give it to you. And huh?
Awfully long.
It is kind of long. No. And I don't read no well, so. It's a commendation. It says, whereas the city of Enid is home to a diverse and vibrant community, including one of the largest populations of Marshallese residents in the continental United States, and whereas effective communication and access to language resources are essential for civic participation, education, and public service, and whereas Margo Holmes, a dedicated City of Enid employee, has demonstrated exemplary leadership in advocating for language access and inclusivity by championing resources that support English literacy for Marshallese speakers, and whereas Margo's advocacy helped initiate Transparent Language English for Marshallese Speakers learning program, empowering members of the Marshallese community in Enid and beyond with access tools to success, connection, and empowerment. And whereas Transparent Language has formally recognized Margo and the Public Library of Enid and Garfield County for the consistent effort to bridge language barriers, and whereas Margo Holmes' work exemplifies the spirit of public service and the City of Enid's commitment to inclusion for all residents. Now, therefore, I, David M. Mason, Mayor of the City of Enid, Oklahoma, do hereby recognize and commend Margo Holmes. I didn't even know we had those. That's pretty good. I like that.
Well, this will help with my caffeine addiction. Thank you for that. And thank you for the award. I was a little bit surprised because all the employees of the City of Enid every day do things to help our citizens. And what we do is we keep our eyes open, our ears open to hear what people need. And in 2013 was the first time that we had transparent languages. And somebody said, well, is Marshallese on there? No, but I'll give them a phone call. So I called them and I emailed, and of course they said, I don't know, that's pretty niche. I'm not sure if we'll ever get that. So about every 6 months I would bug them again. And every conference I went to when they were there, I would say, you know, I think you should offer Marshallese. And so I think they either came to the conclusion that a bunch of people thought that they should add Marshallese, or they said, that Holmes woman is never going to shut up, just do it. But either way, persistence pays off, so use your voice. If you see something you think needs to be done, speak up and keep speaking.
Very good. Congratulations.
Yeah.